Hello and good morning. This is Samuel Anikam. Would welcome you to the Samuel Academy. In this arrangement and theory of music lesson, we'll be looking at staffs. So let me quickly share my screen. So in case you have any need to contact me for further information, you can connect with me via my Instagram account. My Instagram account is Sam for real. Then on WhatsApp, you can contact me on WhatsApp via +234-8038295185. Okay. Um. So um. Without wasting time, let me go into the topic for today. What is a staff? What is a staff in music? What is a staff? What is a staff? So a staff is actually made up of 5 parallel horizontal lines containing 4 spaces between them as shown below. As shown below, a staff is made up of 5 parallel lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 4 spaces in between them. We have space 1, space 2, space 3, space 4. It can also be called a stave. Another name for a staff is a stave. Okay. So what is it used for? This is staff here. We have line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. Now, what is a staff used for? And this is space 1, space 2, space 3, space 4. Space 1, space 2, space 3, space 4. What is it used for? Music is commonly written using the staff. Music is commonly notated using the staff. Music is represented on paper by making use of the staff. Okay. Now, what's the job of the lines and spaces on the line? What is their function? The line and spaces between the lines and spaces represent different pitches. Lower pitches are lower on the staff and higher pitches are higher on the staff. Like take for instance right now, a male who has a baritone voice, who has a bass voice, and a female who has a soprano voice. The notes, the sounds that the basic singer is singing is going to be on the lower part of the staff, while for the soprano it's going to be on the higher part. Okay? So the higher you go, the pitch increases, the pitch becomes lower. As you go low, you go down the staff. As in the voice becomes deeper or lighter. That's what we mean by pitch. High pitch, low pitch. High pitch, the voice becomes lighter. Low pitch, the voice becomes deeper. So why is the staff important in music? Why is it important in music? The reason the staff is important in music is that the staff is actually like a Christmas tree. And the notes are like decorations. A Christmas tree is useless without the bells and other things down the tree. So the staff actually provides a structure for you to place each note where it belongs. It provides a structure whereby you can place each note where it belongs. Without the staff, it will be very difficult for us to read music or for us to put our music on paper. With the music of old musicians like Mozart, Beethoven, and many others, why we are able to still sing them today, even in situations where they were not recorded, is that they were this music were put into the staff, were scored into the staff. So that is why you can still take the music in your house and either sing or play them on your instrument. Okay? So it's very important. Let's assume you recorded the music and at the end of the day, the recording was lost. Then that means that music is lost. But once that music has been transcribed into a staff, it can be sung from generation to generation. Okay. So it will be very difficult for us to read music without the staff. Now, what are the types of staff that we have? We have various types of staff. We have the treble staff, we have the bass staff, we have the alto staff, we have the tenor staff, we have the grand staff or great staff. These are the 5 kinds of staff that we have, or 5 kinds of staves that we have. The treble staff, the bass staff, the alto staff, the tenor staff, the grand staff, and the great staff. So these are the diagrams of each of the staff. This is the treble staff. This is the alto staff. This is the tenor staff, and this is the bass staff. Now, what is the distinguishing factor in each of the staff? What makes this one? Each of them has 5 lines, 4 spaces. They all have, each of the staff have 5 lines, 4 spaces. But the symbol on each of them is what makes each of them unique. The symbol on the treble is different from the symbol on the bass. The one on the alto is different from the one on the tenor. Okay. This is the treble clef. This is the bass clef. This is the alto clef. And while this is the tenor clef. Okay. So this is the treble staff. This is the treble clef with the treble clef there. This is the bass staff. This is the bass clef. This symbol is the bass clef there. On the left-hand side is the bass clef. It's actually the symbol that makes this staff, the bass staff. It's actually this clef. Okay. Okay. Then this is the alto staff with the alto clef on the left-hand side. This is the tenor staff with the tenor clef on the left-hand side. The alto staff and the tenor staff actually look identical. The clef for the tenor, the clef for the alto, they look identical. It's just the positioning that is different. This is the alto within the staff, and this is the tenor that it actually overlaps outside the staff, above the staff. So I hope you're actually following. In case you have any question, you can drop your question in the comment section, and please subscribe to this channel, like our video, please. Thank you. So what is the staff? What is it used for? What is the staff used for? Notes and rests are written on the lines and spaces of the staff. Notes and rests, musical notes, musical rests are written on the note, on the lines of the staff. The particular musical notes meant by each line and space depend on which clef is written at the beginning of the staff. So the particular musical notes that are meant by each line and space depend on which clef is written at the beginning of the staff. You may run across any of the following clef, though the first 2 are the most common. You can come across the treble clef, you can come across the bass clef, or the C clefs, which we have the C alto clef and the C tenor clef. But the 2 most common kinds of clef are the treble clef and the bass clef. Okay. So Then another clef which we have is called the grand staff or the great stave. What is the bass clef? The great stave or grand staff. The grand staff is actually a combination of the treble and the it's actually a combination of the treble staff and the bass staff. So the grand staff is actually a combination of the treble staff and the bass staff. Okay, this is a brace here. This is a double bar line at the end. So with this, I've come to the end of the lesson for today. So if you haven't connected with me, you can connect with me via my social media platforms. You can connect with me via Instagram. This is my Instagram username, EdSamForReal. Or you can also connect with me via WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number. So please subscribe to this channel and like the video and join me in the next lesson. In the next lesson, we are going to be looking at each of the clefs in detail. So if you're a musician, if you're a singer, if you're a chorister, if you're into music, this lesson is very, very good. It's actually very, very good for you to actually acquire a theoretical knowledge, musical knowledge. Thank you as you do, and bye.